Alright, I'll just play one more game. Well, this one was unlucky. I'll just play one more game. I mean, I can't end on a loss, so I'll just play one more. Just one more. I mentioned in my video on quitting League that if you actively dislike the game and don't find joy in playing it, and yet still continue to play, it's likely that you're addicted. Many people treat League like gambling, seeing they can just win one more or play to get back the LP that they lost. So what did I actually mean when I said addicted? Well, if we want to get specific to the definition, addiction is being physically or mentally dependent on a particular substance. While League isn't exactly a substance, it sure as hell can be considered a drug to some people. I wouldn't bet that most people are so addicted that they are mentally dependent on playing the game, but I'm sure there are some. I think my definition of addicted to League would be more so along the lines of playing the game in a way that interrupts your other life activities or obligations, often being generally unhappy when doing so. I think there are a lot of people that fall into this definition of addicted. If you're letting other things in your life slip up because you're filling your time with League, or you're continuing to play the game despite finding no joy or even disliking the time playing it, I would probably say that you're addicted to the game. Now, I want to make a quick note on the difference between addiction and obsession. I truly think obsession is fine. Like, if you love doing something so much that all you do is think about that thing and want to learn about it and get better at it, I think that's totally good. It's when your everyday life obligations and emotions are being negatively affected, that's when we have a problem and it spills into addiction. I'm not saying that if you ever have a bad time playing the game and you still play it that you're addicted, but if negative emotion is your strongest correlation with the game, there is probably an issue there that needs to be addressed. I have plenty of moments where I want to rip my hair out when playing, to be completely honest, but I imagine this is prevalent in any competitive pursuit. At the end of the day, these moments pale in comparison to the moments when I reach my goals and I can be proud of the effort that I put in to get there, and even enjoy the moments along the way that I had slowly getting better and improving. I'm sure many of us have either had a friend or someone we know, or even it might be yourself, whose mood depends on whether or not they were winning their League games that day. If that's you, I would take it as a direct sign that there is something wrong with your relationship with the game. So why is it that people get addicted to League? There's a Healthy Gamer video called How Years of Gaming Affects Your Brain that I think really explains well why this happens.
So dopamine is a neurotransmitter that governs reward, pleasure, and behavioral reinforcement. What serotonin really governs is an internal sense of well-being and gives us things like confidence. So if we look at gamers, we engage in activities that give us lots of dopamine, but don't actually give us much or any serotonin at all. And so that's what creates this sort of picture of like, okay, I'm capable of having fun, but I don't feel good. I don't feel good in my own skin. I don't feel confident. I can't step away from the game.
So what we learned is that video games tend to give you lots of dopamine, but not a lot of serotonin, leading to momentary pleasure, but not satisfaction and fulfillment. Sounds like most other addictions pretty accurately. So do we just need to quit video games and League altogether? No, we just need to reevaluate what we are actually getting out of League. If all we are getting out of League is something to waste our time on and we're unhappy doing so, that is our first sign that we are not utilizing League in the right way. I'm not here to say that you have to be playing League super hyper competitively. If you're playing casually and enjoy it, then keep on going on with that. But I'm specifically talking to the people who want to be better at the game, but who get massively frustrated over losses and generally dislike playing. My best suggestion for those who feel like they may be addicted and don't even know why they play the game anymore is to get the answer to exactly that. Why do you play the game? Do you truly enjoy the game? Do you feel like you're getting something out of it? Or do you play without intention and not really enjoy it at all? Do you not even have a clue as to why you play? If you can answer these questions honestly, then I'm sure you'll know whether or not you're using League properly. Just like any other hobby or competitive pursuit, League has so much you can learn and improve on, and can importantly teach you how to learn and get better at a skill that it can apply to many other pursuits. But what you give is what you get. I used to not really have an answer to the why. I knew I was playing to climb and that I just wanted to play the game, but the more fundamental question of why didn't really have an answer. I learned what League was truly capable of, and through that, I got my answers to the why. I changed my approach so that I get satisfaction and gain confidence through the game. I want to keep this short since I'm touching on a lot of the same themes from my video on quitting League, but my goal here is to give a wake-up call to the people who are truly on the more addicted side. You have to find the why for yourself. It doesn't even need to be some sophisticated answer, it just needs to be one that you're happy with. Maybe League just isn't something you want to or should play, and that's all good. Whether you're just enjoying normals with friends or trying to climb the highest ranks, League can offer something pretty much to anyone. It only becomes a villain when you make it one.